Royals, what's going on? It's Q the Queen here, back with another video. Alright, so thank you so much to everybody that has checked out the channel in the last few however many days, weeks, months. Definitely much appreciated. It's going to give me the momentum I need to go down in 2023 with some rhythm, baby. I love it. Anyway, happy New Year's Eve, happy New Year's Day, or just happy New Year, depending on when you catch this video. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're liking the content, hit that like button. And if you have any thoughts, comments, concerns, any feedback, hit that comment section, baby, because me and my Royals, we talks about it. All right, without further ado, I wanted to come on in here because I've been getting the question on a couple of occasions about what's the difference between the Air Jordan 2 Chicago men's size and women's size, because of course we know pretty much every men's size has sold out size 8 and up, and then every woman's size has sold out size basically 9.5 and up, which are the equivalent sizes in both these, just because people were trying to get in where they could fit in because they had to have this shoe. Now, to answer the question, yes, there is a difference between the women's size and the men's size, okay? It is subtle, but it is different. Many of you actually watched my pickup vlog when I picked this up. I mentioned that I was not able to get the men's size that I wanted, that I ended up with the women's size. Perfectly fine by me, because to me, this is still clean, it's still immaculate. It still gives me what I need in terms of having this particular shoe. However, because it is not a men's size, and this is easy to miss, because here's the first thing. If you notice these white eyelets going down the bridge of the shoe, it's 1 white eyelet, 2 white eyelet, 3 white eyelet, blank, and then it goes into where the shoestrings begin, okay? So this is where the difference begins. The male version of this actually has 4 of those, okay? So that is the difference. It's not drastic, but that is the difference. So if you want this shoe in all of its glory, I guess you could say, in every element of it, and that being something that matters to you, definitely that 4th one would be there for the men's size, okay? So that's just kind of giving you the idea for what's difference. My beef is particularly not with the difference between the shoes, just generally speaking. My beef is with Nike, because the reason why that question even came up is because Nike was slick about how they went about doing it, right? Of course, we found out as it got close to the launch that it would be a men's size, a women's size, obviously toddler, preschool, and so on down the line, right? But when we found out it was a men's size and a women's size, there was nothing that was circulating, or no sort of, I guess you could say, imagery, and for real, that would point out the difference between the men's and the women's size. Now, granted, the women's size sold out slower. Now, that's not to say that people that were buying the shoe knew that the women's size had 1 less eyelet. I think it's because, of course, more men are buying sneakers than women. So, of course, they're going for the men's size first. And then if they can't go for the men's size, they're going for the women's size. I know for me, being that I do wear men's size shoes, I typically always go for the men's size first too, which was actually what I was planning to do yesterday, but I went ahead and grabbed this one, just because, I mean, besides what I just pointed out to you, it literally looks the same, right? Does that mean that I don't want the men's size so that I can have that extra eyelet? Honestly, it's not so I can have the extra eyelet, it's so that I can have what I feel is the original form of the shoe, for a retro at least, right? In the original form, and as a retro, right? I know we could never actually get that original back from the 80s, and this is the closest thing that we can actually have. And so later on I may go ahead and still get the men's size, but that is the difference between the men's size and the women's size, guys. So it's just the eyelets. Have 3 of the white guys there, and then the men's size will have that 4th one coming down in between this gap you see right here. Okay, so if you do have this one, I mean, you still have the colorway, clean, the materials, pretty much every single thing that you sought out after with this shoe. Every single thing except one small thing, which is this piece of plastic. Now, considering that the women's size has that one less thing, my other gripe with Nike is that we paid the same price. The women's size shoe was the same price as the men's size shoe, both $200. Now, considering that being the case, Nike, again, you failed us tremendously with the price point. Why are we paying $200 for one less element on the shoe, on a shoe, just in general? Because I know men bought this too. I can't say we as in women, but everybody that bought the women's shoe paid $200, just like for the men's sizes, those that were able to secure that. So why do we have the obstacle of having paid the same amount of money and having less elements on the shoe, having less materials on the shoe? If anything, they should have knocked it down to $190, $180. That would have, to me, the price point would have been what would have separated the shoes, right? Because we would have noticed, like, dang, okay, so the men's size and the women's size, men's size 200, the women's size 180, they look the same, but something has to be different. Something has to be different for it to be a lesser amount. And we're not talking about, again, we're not talking about grade school. We're not talking about preschool. We're not talking about infant sizes. We're talking about men's sizes and women's sizes specifically, which honestly, them opening the door to women's sizes is just supposed to open the door for more consumers. It's not supposed to change the whole freaking shoe. And again, when you look at this shoe, I'm giving you kind of this rotation here so that you can understand and you can see that the shoe is literally the same, right? So this is the right shoe, right? So everything is literally the same as the men's, right? Even the toe box, everything is wide designed, just like the normal 2, right? So there was literally no reason for us to think that we would be missing one less thing, especially again paying that same price point. So again, that's a fail by Nike. If y'all gonna keep doing this, then just keep it as unisex, where you sell the man's size and the woman's size is also noted on the tag too. Like, why even do the separation? Why even do the separation? This makes 0 sense. 0 cents. I mean, y'all might as well have charged us less and gave us what the preschoolers have. Preschoolers don't have the white outlets at all. They may as well have given us this. Like, if you were gonna try to distinguish the two for real, like, just don't give them to us at all. Like, just make ours the same as preschool. Like, it's just ignorant, man. Now, again, don't get me wrong. The shoe is immaculate, okay? It is gorgeous, it is beautiful, it is sexy, it is all of the things. It is still classic. However, it's missing that one piece that is different from the men's size. And for everybody that cares about that, which are majority of the folks that wanted to get as close to the original as possible, that's the point of buying a retro. You're trying to relive the classic. Duh. So Nike, don't charge us $200 for a separate women's shoe if it's not gonna have the same elements. This is nuts. This is basically you're saying, okay, the women are new sneakerheads, so give them a new look. And you basically give us a new look. We don't want a new look. We've been here the same amount of time on earth as the man. We want 4 eyelets too. 4 eyelets too. And again, I hate to keep saying we, but because it's a woman's size and I'm a woman, I know men bought the woman's size as well, so I get it. And a lot of your favorite popular YouTubers have this one as well. Those early pairs you guys saw, some of them are this one, okay? And a lot of nobody noticed it because nobody thought that Nike would pull some crap like that. So yeah, here we are. Anyway, like I said, it's still clean. I'm still super duper happy to have it. It is definitely. I cannot wait till it's time for me to actually pull them out and get some wears out of them. Again, if the question is, will I still buy the men's pair? I'm not necessarily in a rush, but there is a chance I may still go ahead and grab the men's pair, just because my earlier point, that's the point of buying a retro, so that you can actually have as close to the original as possible. And being that I wear men's sizes, I have the advantage. Of going ahead and having that pair. So I want to have it, and I might go ahead and do it. I'll update you guys if I do, of course. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on that. Do you feel betrayed by Nike? Like, why y'all didn't tell us that there was a difference here? And again, the difference isn't super dramatic, but for those that want the original, the OG, the classic, that's what we want. Like, there's no way around that. So y'all let me know what you think. Do you even care? Do you even care, right? Are you still yet to get them, and you're still trying to decide between the men's and the women's? Because maybe in your neighborhood or your city, the women's one is what's available. Like, let me know what's up, what's the latest and greatest. But I wanted to go ahead and pop on here and answer that very common question I had been getting yesterday about the differences. So here you go. That's the difference, the eyelets. Anyway, it's been another one from your girl Q the Queen. I thank y'all so much for your support. Make sure y'all watch that Michigan versus TCU today. Watch that game today, baby. It's about to go down, go blue. I'm out of here, and until next time, royalty.